Yo, what's good, everybody? Tybo back on the video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build a theme team in Madden 26. I get this question a lot, how to do it, so yeah, I figured we'll make a video about it. We're going to be using the 49ers theme team for example, because I make a lot of YouTube videos about that. I've been doing fucking the theme team shit for like the last 4 Maddens, I think, so hey, we got some experience. So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna show you how how I usually typically start building my team, what it boosts, and some other options you could do that, whatever. All right. So we're looking at Terrell Owens right here, as you see to the right where it says tiers 1 through 10 active San Francisco 49ers. Those are all we're getting boosted for a 50 out of 50 theme team. Now I'm going to scroll over here to the Eagles. If you scroll down a little bit, you see requires 20 components to get +1 speed. So if you don't want to do a full 50 out of 50 theme team, you could do a 20 out of 20 theme team, and all your, like, let's say, if, for example, Eagles players will get +1 speed. So if you don't want to commit to a full theme team, right? If you think it's too many coins, whatever, cool. You could just do 20 and you could get a +1 speed, and that helps a lot of players. And if you scroll down here, once we get to 50 components, that's when you get a +1 speed. So you could get +2 speed if you have a 50 out of 50 theme team, +1 if you get a 20 out of 20. Now, there is a way to get +3 speed on your cards. It is a very expensive way. That is if with these cards, this Saquon Barkley, like if you go over here to the, no, not strategy, chemistry, you see this other chemistry. It's boosting everybody, but Saquon Barkley gets 2 Niner chemistries, right? I don't know why they chose these cards, but as you see, it gets +1 speed. So this is the Crystal 49ers hybrid. So to get the other +1 speed, you have to have Saquon Barkley, Patrick Surtain, and Micah Parsons all with that team chemistry, and it will boost all your theme team players +1 speed. Now, that is expensive as shit, and so I understand not doing it. So we're not going to talk about them too much, but you can do that, okay? That's all I have to say. And then also, moving on to the next thing, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask them down below. I will help you. I will answer them to my best abilities. Also, I'm not gonna log. I've had questions for for me to log into their accounts and build a team for you. I'm not gonna do that. Don't ask people to do that. If they really wanted to be a dick, they'll just scam you and take all your shit. So don't do that. Okay. So next thing we'll go move on to is strategy items. So you could actually get, if you scroll down here to the team affinity, you could get a ×2 Niner chemistry. So this counts as 2 49ers players that you don't actually have to have in your lineup. So that is huge for you, right? That's great. So it makes it a lot easier to build a theme team, and it makes it easier if, like, so I'm 50 out of 59ers, so I think I'm 52 out of 59ers, right? So I could use 2 cheap players if I want, and I'm currently using one at center because I don't have Alex Mack upgraded. Okay, and we'll talk about that in a second. So that affinity thing, and usually it gets upgraded throughout the year. Sometimes there'll be like a purple one that gives you ×3. There'll be a gold one that gives you ×4. So you could add that to your strategy selection, and it counts as 2 players, right? It counts as players that you don't have to have. Next thing we'll talk about is players that get every team chemistry. And like I said, if I'm going too fast, please ask questions. I will answer them. Okay. Next, we'll talk about players that get either every team chemistry or they get chemistry for your team, right? So like Kyler Murray, he never played on the 49ers, but he gets every NFC West team chemistry. So he therefore gets 49ers chemistry. Certain cards do this, like usually the team builders, yet the champions and the masters get every team chemistry. The champions get like their division team chemistry. So like he gets the Cardinals, of course, fucking Seahawks, Rams, and the Niners, right? So that's why I'm rocking him, because he's faster than Brock Purdy. Usually, that's why I'm using him anyway. And then like T. Higgins, the season 1 player, he gets every team chemistry, so he is currently on my team with this, right? You get to pick everyone, so he gets crazy boost on your theme team as well. They do this every season, so like season 1, season 2. I think even if we'll look at it in a second, actually, I'll show you that. And then you get these cards for free, these team captain cards, and you upgrade them. They're only 83 overall right now, but they're really good. Aqib Talib's probably the best one to pick. There's a Michael Crabtree, there's Alex Mack, there's there's a linebacker, there's some other cards I can't even remember, but they get every team chemistry as well, and they get boosted. So it's definitely worth it to have those guys on your team, especially right now, early on in the year. Especially if you build a 50 out of 50 theme team, it is hard to have good positions everywhere. And like Xavier McKinney, I'm playing him out of position with I'm using that to get the bonus, but he gets every team chemistry, and he's actually really cracked because of the boost, right? So there's that. I think that's really it. So we'll get to the part where I talk about actually building the chemistry. So things that count towards your chemistry, the strategy items and players. That's it as of right now. So how I would personally start building a theme team is also the theme team out also boost budget, guys. Look for budget cards too. Like Jordan Watkins here is 87 speed and he's a 73 overall on my theme team. Like he's still way usable in this point in the year just because, he's fast. So like if you have like who was it? Xavier Worthy, the 79. If you have a Chiefs team, use him because he'll be 90 speed. He's fucking insane, right? Or 89 speed, depending on if you have Saquon Barkley in them or not. Okay, so sorry if I could, sorry. Those cards are expensive. I don't recommend picking them up. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you should save your coins and just use anyway. Whatever, we'll stop talking about that. So how I usually always start building my theme team is I look who's going to stay on my team for a while. Like Trent Williams here, he's going to be on my team for a while, so I'm going to pick him up because he's going to be here forever. And then I always look at like cards that will be backups. Backups matter a lot. So like Trent Brown, actually, yeah, Trent Brown is a backup. He's never going to play, but his chemistry counts. Connor Colby, never going to play, but his chemistry styles. Jake Brendel, all the backup offensive linemen are 49ers because that counts. And same with like the backup tight ends. Same with the backup receivers. Go and running backs and quarterback. Your quarterback's never going to play. Your backup quarterback's never going to play. So use your backup positions as like a theme team players. So for all 49ers, and you don't have to spend money on them. Use the 70 overall 49ers player or whatever your theme team is, backup quarterback, because he's never going to play. Put him back there. Same with the running backs. You maybe backup running back because I think your second string sometimes gets subbed in the game. Same thing with like receiver. Have a decent wide receiver forward because he gets subbed in sometimes. But like, fuck it. Wide receiver 5, you do not need the greatest receiver there. Same with like tight end number 3. Your backup lineman. You have the 70 overall guy that just gets the team chemistry because then that gives you up there. That gets you up there fast because like if you do look one, you got five there, 7 there with 2 backups, 1 9 including the backup receiver and quarterback, 10. So that gives you 10 chemistry slots already. So you're already halfway to +1 speed, which is using the backups, right? So that's really useful. And same thing like with defense, backup linebackers, backup defensive tackles, backup edge rushers, even corners, right? Like taking in mind though, these guys will be on your kickoff. So if you want to have better ones there, go ahead and do that. Okay. I'm not arguing that. Okay. But so like get the backups players on your team. That will help it a lot. And same thing, like punter, I am using Cam Little. That is one of my cheap players as of right now. And like your long snapper, get the long snapper, get the punter. Like they don't ever play, and those will count for your team chemistry. So you do that, and you'll probably be out of 2020 already. And then you just go pick up whoever you want as like, oh, like I'm a Niners fan, so Terrell Owens, I want him, so he's gonna be insane on my theme team, right? That's just Witherspoon. This card is free on your theme team. He gets boosted up like crazy, so it's really useful if he's on your theme team, right? So start by picking up the backups. That is the most important thing. And one of the biggest tools you will use, we're going to switch over here to this in Google. We're going to switch over here to mutt.gg. Go to that, click on theme teams, and you could see every theme team here. You could build a hybrid theme team if you wanted. So for example, like, I don't know, let's go Browns, right? The Browns. If I was looking to build a Browns theme team, I'd be like, okay, so we get options between Baker Mayfield and Shadur. You pick up whatever one. You could have Deshaun Watson as your backup if you really wanted to. But you go look at those guys. There's definitely another Browns quarterback to have as a backup too. By the way, you don't I don't know, but and then your running backs, you got them. You got your fullback. Wow, so you could see every player. And then you're like, okay, Deontay Johnson's not making my team because he's slow as shit. Carter's not. Bell, like, holy shit, y'all receivers suck besides Judy. I'm not gonna hold you. But like you can see every player you need for your theme team, right? So this is a huge tool to help you with that. Um, and you could see like Jabril Peppers is on the Patriots, so you can see that he gets Browns chemistry. So any card 80 overall and above, let me make sure this is actually recording my voice. It is. Any card 80 overall and above will get team chemistry. So if they played for your team, you will be able to add them to your team. You know, you got the Deion Jones, you got anyway, we're like, you know, you get to see every player. And then you could also do over here where it says include all players. You click this, and this will show you every player that gets 32 team chemistry or gets your team chemistry, like Jalen Hurts, for example, Marshawn Lynch, if you chose to upgrade him, Saquon Barkley, you know, Malik Neighbors. So we'll talk about these cards in a little bit, actually. Mecca Abuka, you know, like these guys, if you chose them. So you could better your positions if, you know, your positions suck. So, like, it helps out a lot for your cards. Like Tyron Matthew, for example, Xavier, you know, Xavier Watts and McKinney. Like, there's a lot that helps your team. So I recommend this is probably like your biggest tool to look for all your players. And then like you, if you really wanted, like if you go to over here, go to chemistry, we'll go 49ers, and you want to look for budget guys, right? You okay, if it would work, you go to sorting and you go to sort and you go to speed, right? And then it's like, okay, all these guys get crazy speed on my 49ers team, right? So it's like, okay, let's scroll down. Then you're like, oh shit, 72 overall Jordan Watkins is 84 speed. This card's a dog. I want him. You know, or is I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to say bro's name. But Isaac Rendro gets 83 speed, so it's like holy shit, these guys are dope budget cards that will get boosted and could actually play on my team. Especially early on in the year. I don't know. Later on in the year, we'll see. They'll probably still be budget cards. So, like, I would definitely check that out. But yeah, that's really it. Let's switch over here back to this. Um, so MUT.gg is a huge tool to use. And then you could even go to like, if we'll go over here to the catalog, we'll talk about some of the other 32 team chem players. Um, but yeah, look at positions of need and like also like make sure you're boosting cards you need. Like don't just have the 20 backups, like, right, and you're getting +1 speed, but the only cards are your 20 backups. Actually have like a cornerback that's getting the +1 speed, a running back, or something, like make it, you know, work on building your theme team. That's all I could say. But like the easiest way to get the components is to all the 20 players or 50 players is getting the backups and the strategy item. So we'll talk about these cards. These are from ranked as of right now. If you get them to the 89 overall tier, so it's like it goes elite, which is the 87, hero, and then whatever the fuck this shit's called. These players will get every team chem. I don't know what fucking rank is this? Champion? Okay, so champion. All right. So you'll be able to, I don't know when these guys actually come in the game, like I think probably like a month or two, to be honest. But they'll be able to be on your theme team. So like Malik Neighbors, Ted Hendricks, Benjamin St. Juste. Like you could pick up all these players. So they're all 32 team chem players. So that's really it. Oh, and also, actually, let's go back to MUT.gg because they also have a chemistry thing where if you want all 32 teams, you just search and apply, and it will show you every player that gets every 30. And I'm sorting my speed still, but it will show you players that get all 32 team chems, right? Like boom, like Brock Bowers, Nick Bosa, Tyron Matthew, like all these. Oh wait, so once you get to the hero tier, so 88 overall, they get team chem. Okay, so you don't even have to get the champion. Okay, there you go. Boom. But yeah, it shows you every player. So like Khalil Mack, the Jalen Hurts, the players that you started off with, and then all the captains, the team captains like Geno Atkins, Crabtree, AJ Hawk, Alex Mack, Greg Olsen, Aqib Talib. Talib's probably the best one in my opinion. But yeah, so that's all. That's basically it. If you have questions, feel free to ask them down below. But that's how I would build a theme team. Start with the backups, the strategy item, then start picking up cards you need because then they'll get bonuses. So, and look for budget cards as well because that helps out a lot. So, yeah, feel free to ask questions down below. I will answer them. Thank y'all for watching. Peace out. Love y'all.